Hey Angels, it's looking Bratz, aka Dam. Why do I sound like that? Here with a new video, and I waited too long to film this, I have to say. Maybe not too long, but it's just been kind of like sitting here, and I just I haven't really had a chance to really take it in. But I have a doll that I bought, and this was before I said I was going on a doll pause, so nobody read me. But if you haven't seen, like, in some of my latest videos, I've had these two dolls in the background. I'm grabbing them because we're gonna have to talk about them. So if nobody knew this bit of information, there was once upon a time in, I want to say 2003, a doll line that went by the name of Hottiez with a Z. And this was made by a company named Chic Boutique. And they also, they produced dolls in the past, so they had some history with dolls. And if you look up Chic Boutique dolls online, they actually have produced some really cute dolls, albeit maybe not some of the most like high quality ones, but pretty cute ones. And there was this line of dolls called Hotties, and very clearly made to compete with other doll brands that had come out in the early 2000s. So for one, Bratz is the obvious competitor, but these were also sort of a competitor to the My Scene line that Mattel came out with. And there's a lot of, I can't say influences there, but a lot of similarities there between this line and My Scene, in my opinion. So as much as it was probably like a Bratz competitor, I also feel like this was very much a My Scene competitor. And I got these two dolls, I believe, in 2020, like when we were at the height of the P word of the pandemic. And I got this one first, and this one is Kiara, and I just thought she was so stunning. The only very unfortunate thing that I will say about this line is that they do have polypropylene hair, and it's to the point that some of it is just not manageable. So with her, she's gone through quite a bit. I really tried to fix her hair when I first got her, but my flat iron kind of like was burnt out by that point and stopped really ironing the hair very well. I got a new one since, and I just recently redid the hair, so it does look a lot more sleek and shiny. I did a way better job this time. And I was gonna give her a hairstyle, but you might see she does have some flyaways here, and I was gonna give her twists, but it just wasn't working out with the flyaways, so I decided against it. But this is Kiara, and I thought she was just such a gorgeous, stunning doll. And she kind of reminds me of Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls. Like, if you gotta like really like envision it. It looks like her when she was in it looks like her when she was in Eden's Crush, her first girl group. And I just think she's such a gorgeous doll. And this is like everything that she came with. She did not come with the stand though. The stands, I bought a few of these separately, and they were pretty cheap. And these are the actual Hotties stands, I believe. Yeah, so I'm looking at my boxed one, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. This is the Hotties stand, and they came with the dolls, and I think it's pretty cool that these dolls came with stands, considering they are Playline dolls, and at the time, I don't think a lot of Playline dolls had stands and all of that. But like, look at her face. She's just stunning. I love this outfit. This top is like so well constructed. The whole clothing is so well constructed, and I love these pants. I have to say, these are probably some of my favorite doll pants ever made. And of course, the lip shaped purse, and there's actually a buckle on the other side of it. It's all plastic though. And then the shoes are pretty cute, and so the shoes are interesting. They have like the mycene type shoe, so it's not like Bratz where it's pegs, but there's like an actual Barbie shaped foot underneath, and then a bigger shoe that mimics the foot in a shoe, and you slip it on like a mycene doll, and voila. I think this is like one of the cutest dolls in my collection, honestly. And I have to give huge major props and shout out to Sarah Nguyen and Steven Sumner. They worked at Chic Boutique back in the day. I honestly don't know what Sarah's up to now, but she's selling the dolls on eBay right now, some of what she has in her storage, and I bought one of those, and I'm super excited to share the one I got. And Steven Sumner is actually now working at MGA Entertainment. He works on the LOL Surprise brand, and I don't know everything he's done, but he actually did design the accessories for the dolls back here, the OMG Fierce dolls, and he does a bunch of other things. I believe he just did something with Bratz, and I'm gonna theorize that it was Pretty and Punk Sasha, so not to like put him on blast like that, but he said he did a major favor for Bratz, and I'm pretty sure he designed that doll. Like, just it just makes sense in my head calculating it, but maybe I could be totally wrong. But I love like his work, and I think what him and Sarah did with Hottiez was just amazing, and I honestly think it may have been a little bit ahead of its time. Like, it was very of that moment, but I also think there was just not enough room on the doll market for these. And also, looking at my other one, I do have a Fiona. I believe this is Fiona because it looks like a Fiona, but I got these out of the box, to be fair. And she's another really, really cute doll. I love her outfit. I love the face-ups on these. Like, the screenings are just beyond gorgeous. Like, just super duper gorgeous. And I love how, like, they kind of remind me of the High Glam dolls, which these actually came out way before High Glam, but also High Glam is derivative of Leggy, which is a doll from like the 60s, 70s. So these definitely could be also inspired by the Leggy dolls, but I really just think these dolls are just so, so gorgeous. And they're just so hard to come by these days. Okay, like, let's take another moment. Like, let's look at her. Let me bring Kiara back up because I just think these are some really amazing, well-made dolls. Aside from the hair, like, just amazing dolls. I love Hottiez so much, and I'm so happy to be adding another one to my collection. And so, just like more context, I don't think there was enough room on the doll market. I think by the mid-2000s, there was just a ton of dolls all trying to compete with each other, all trying to really replicate the success of Bratz and also compete with Barbie at the same time, because at the moment it was really a tie between Bratz and Barbie. Like, they really like were sharing the market, and then other dolls were like in an other smaller percentage of what was being bought. And these were very clearly derivative, like, you know, not inspired. I don't know how to say this, but very much meant to compete with Bratz and Barbie. And also, I will say My Scene, because I do believe these dolls are supposed to be like New York City. Ooh, let me not do that. Let me not spill my thing over. They're meant to be like, you know, in New York City. They're meant to be like, you know, city girls. And that is what My Scene was all about. My Scene was all about, you know, New York City girls. And it's just interesting to see like what products were coming out at that time, and I'm so happy to have these in my collection. Like, I really value these dolls. And back when I bought them, I think the only listings would pop up very far and few in between. The other listings, there was one that was boxed, and I almost bought her, but someone bought her before I could. And then other than that, there was a set of the 5 first wave dolls, and it was going for $1,000, and I don't know if it ever sold. So I guess it's weird, the value, like the monetary value that's been placed into these dolls. And thankfully, Sarah wasn't selling them for too much. She put them up for bids, but there was also reserve prices. So I did buy it for the buy it now price, which was a little pricey, but honestly, for a doll that's no longer on the market and is harder to find, I could justify it. It was under $100, so that's what matters to me. And I didn't realize how large these boxes are because I've never experienced one in person in the box. So this is my new Hottiez doll, and I'm so excited to open her. So the character I'm going to add into my collection is Tahlia, and she is just such a pretty doll. There's other characters. There's JC, who I don't know if I saw JC. I may have seen JC up for sale, but I didn't pay too much attention to her. And there's also, oh no, I did see JC. JC's cute. I just didn't like want her at the moment. And then I love Fiona's doll. They actually show like pictures of them in the box back here. So that's JC, that's Fiona, that's Asiana. Interesting name, but I won't question it because one of the creators is Asian. And then Kiara, and then that's Tahlia. So this is like the first wave, I believe, of the dolls, and they come with quite a lot, I have to say. I don't know how much these retailed for. I want to say it was probably under $20, under $25 perhaps. And the only time I haven't seen these discussed a lot. So I want to know like who was into these, like who was buying these. And the first time I heard about them was maybe 13 years ago on Flickr, which was where a lot of the doll community went, and then somebody posted them and I was very intrigued by them. And after that point, I just had not seen much of them except for when, you know, people would bring them up once in a new moon. It's kind of like my Off the Hook dolls. So if you haven't seen my Off the Hook video, you might want to watch that because there's a it was a cute video and it did really well, and I really appreciate that. And I love obscure 2000s doll lines, so hello, here we go. And I'm really happy to have one in the box, though I will say the box is a little beat up, and I don't like this, like, I don't like all the markings on it, and I know it's been like stored away and stuff, and I did see like a dead bug guts up here, and that is no shade to the seller who was one of the creators of the line. I think it's just hard, like I've seen that happen before with dolls when they're stored away. It's hard to keep up with them, and now considering this is probably 20 years old and it's probably been in storage for a long time, it's only natural that there might be like some dead bugs and stuff. Again, it's totally normal. I've seen it happen before. I'm just really happy to have her in my collection, and I am going to unbox her. Like, I think I earned I earned the chance to unbox her, and it is signed by Sarah, which is super cool. And I am going to keep the box. I'm just gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna, like, you know, store like any remaining accessories in there and any like remaining assets, like any of the cardboard pieces inside. Like, I definitely want to preserve all of this, but I also want to enjoy the doll because I think she's a stunning doll, and I think she needs to be freed from her plastic cardboard prison. So we are going to open her today, and if you have an issue with it, then I don't care. And the artwork is really cute. We have Kiara, and I believe that's Fiona. And then we have JC, Tahlia, and Asiana, and then Tahlia. And also what I'm super duper excited about is that they come with their dollykins, and I don't have a dollykin. They're hard to find. And something funny that Sumner said, he worked at Mattel, I believe, after he left Chic Boutique, or at some point after he left Chic Boutique. He was there in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. And he said that some people at Mattel had the dollykins in like their cubicles and that they really loved them. And I thought that was really cool that he's left his impact in a lot of different places. And I think he's one of the most like underrated people in the doll industry. So shout out to Steven if you're watching this. I love what you've done. And also shout out to Sarah, of course. And I love the dollykins. Like, they're so cool, and I love how it's like a mannequin, but it's like a doll, and I want more of them. They sell them by the single packs, and Sarah has some up for sale, but I am on a doll buying pause, so I am not going to be buying one anytime soon. Maybe one day if it's still up and I have the money for it. But yeah, I'm so excited to finally have at least one dollykin. Like, I'm satisfied with the one dollykin I got. But not only did Sarah send this, she actually threw in a free gift. And so thank you so much, Sarah. She threw in another outfit, and it's this really cute green piece. It really gives me the vibe of like the Versace, like that infamous Versace dress. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what it reminds me of. And I have to say, I'm really impressed already that there's like electroplated pieces and like real like accessories. I think the construction of the clothing is super duper impressive, and I've said this before, but it's something that's sorely missing in a lot of doll brands these days. Not the more successful ones, like the MGA brands, of course, have really high quality fashions, but it's really impressive to see what they were serving at a lower price point back in the day, although inflation is a thing now, so who knows if they would have been able to serve this in 20 years later, but it's still really cool. And I don't know if I'm going to use the outfit on anything, and I don't know who it came with. I think I want to say it was an Asiana piece. So I don't see it on the back of the box, so I'm sure it probably came with one of the later waves. But yeah, I think it's about time that I finally open her. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. Like, the packaging is just gorgeous, obviously, and there's a lot of accessories in there. I love her floral top. It's just so cute. Let's open her up, and we're gonna see like the background of the packaging. I love the background of the packaging because it's like a New York City scenery. Also, I should probably like actually read what's on the back of the packaging because there's a lot happening on the back of the packaging. So on the top it says, discover the hottest new fashion dolls: Fiona, Kiara, Tahlia, JC, and Asiana, Big Apple high schoolers, coolest teens. The Hottiez girls follow their code, and soon you'll be a hottie girl. You'll be a Hottiez girl too. And then on the back there's like the Hottiez code, which is like their phrases, and it's in like another language as well, so there's a lot happening. But it says, be smart, stay in school, look after friends, don't give up, Give 110%. Dream big, stay cool, love yourself, make your own style, dare to be different, respect the earth.
Bus, club, another club, plane, next place.
And be a good friend to all. It's a lot, but it's there. And it also has the website, so I might try to look up the website on the web archive if it's not too flash heavy. And this is the So Stylistic collection. So this is the So Stylistic line. And I do believe this is the introductory line, so that makes sense. And their tagline is, join the fun and fashion action hotties style. And then I love this one. It says, it's fashion, baby. I just think it's so funny. And they also put it up front here. It's like, it's fashion, baby. And then it says, be a real fashion designer on the front. And it says Tahlia and her dolliekin Lola. So that's Tahlia, that's Lola. I love how they named the dollykins. It gives them a lot more character. And yeah, let's actually open this up now because I just wanted to share the little copywriting bits that were happening 20 years ago. Okay, I totally just dropped the whole package out of the thing. But she's out. Oh, and there's some stickiness here, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know what conditions this is stored in, but something I really like is that the back of it gives you like a scene, and it's not like attached to the plastic component, so you can actually see the whole scenery here, and I think it looks so good. So we can see that she's at the Chelsea flea market. There's a $2 admission, and she's selling some goods, or maybe buying some goods at the Chelsea flea market. And one of my favorite things ever, I do see a mini catalog, and I feel like I keep finding these with these obscure dolls, and I'm just so elated. I'm elated when I see these mini catalogs because I love a good mini catalog. They're so good. Maybe we should take a little peek inside of here. So there's an instruction booklet, and it shows you how to like mix and match the heads on the dollykins. Oh, this is interesting. So it tells you to make a small cut in the doll's foot in order to remove and the shoes and all of that. So I'm surprised they tell you to do that. And I'm noticing on mine, they don't have cuts in the back. So I'm assuming the person who owned these before either didn't remove them from their clothing, didn't change the clothing, or just didn't, whatever. And I noticed I was struggling to do the shoe a little bit, like put it on. Whoa, there's a lot happening in here. Okay, so we have a lot of artwork in this little catalog booklet. So it says Hottiez, and then it's all the taglines. And on the inside, there's a lot of artwork, and there's a blurb here. And it says Hottiez, pronounced hot-tea. And it says, the main hotties are 5 quirky heartbreakers who met in New York City and totally became best friends. After homework, if they're not clowning around together, they make their own clothes or hit the boutiques and vintage stores on the hunt for cute stuff. Each hotties comes with her very own dollykin mannequin and a Style and Hotties paper doll. So it's like getting 3 dolls in one. So I actually have like 4 of, because I have another paper doll. That's really cute. You never like really consider that. And I used to love paper dolls. I used to print them out because I couldn't have my own dolls when I was younger. So, you know, it's funny that they also include a paper doll here. And it says the Hotties code: be smart and stay in school, look after your friends, dream big, respect the earth, make your own style, love yourself. There's even more in the Hotties code. Wow. Join the fun and action Hottie style. It's fashion, baby. And then it just says it, I believe, in French. And I love this artwork. It's really cute. And, oh, if anyone wants to learn more about the actual Hotties themselves, Asiana and Gogo, who is her dollykin, she's the brainy entrepreneur of the crew. Her favorite colors are emerald and lavender. Favorite foods are peaches and cottage cheese and spare ribs. Fiona, with her Fifi, I like how it's Fiona and Fifi, like, very creative guys. She's a model with the heart of an activist. Her favorite colors are pink and purple. Her favorite food is macaroni and cheese. JC and Coco. She's so not a girly girl. She's not a normal girl. She's not like a regular girl. She loves sports and the outdoors. Her favorite colors are red and blue. Her favorite food is French fries dipped in a vanilla shake. Love that. That's actually pretty good. And that's JC and Coco. And then Kiara and Kiki. Here we go with like Fiona, Fifi, Kiara, Kiki. Haha. She is the consummate entertainer. She is the consummate entertainer. I was an English major and I don't know that word. She sings, dances, and acts. Her favorite colors are orange and burgundy. Her favorite food is beef jerky. She's real. And then there's Tahlia and Lola. Why did they name her Tata? She loves to give makeovers and she's always rocking the hottest looks. Her favorite colors are turquoise and peach. Favorite foods are sushi and strawberries. So that's really cute. I like how they're giving the dolls personalities. They're giving them like little backstories here. And then we have the actual doll and her purse just fell out. So let's look at her purse. Let's purse first because this is what popped out first. A cute little bag. I'm not the biggest fan of it, I will say, but it's cute. It's purple and yellow. I don't know if I like the style of this bag too much, but it's whatever. Like, that's not the main selling point for me. And then here we have a hat, which I'm going to take out because it's actually clipped in pretty well. And here's our hat. It's a really well-constructed piece, and it looks like this might be like a pleather fabric on the top. I'm surprised it hasn't like peeled yet at all, so that's pretty nice. I probably won't put her in the hat. Maybe I'll put it on my dollykin. But this is a little hat moment, a really well-constructed hat, we'll say. And then I see the dollykin and I see there's a lot of different pieces. I don't know where to start. Okay, I love this. It's a little hat box and it's actually like plastic. So I feel like a lot of hat boxes would be like paper, especially with like Bratz ones, they would be cardboard. And I like how this is an actual plastic piece. And there's this super cute artwork on it with the Hottiez logo and like a little dollykin that's kind of like a makeup head, and I love that a lot. And like the colors are super cute, and I'm gonna definitely put all the accessories in there. We have a brush, and the brush is shaped like a lip, like an open mouth lip, and it's really cute. I'm into it, and it's like a purplish pink. And then this isn't like the dollykin, but it's definitely like how do I describe it? It's like a mannequin that you can probably put like accessories on and like dress up. There's a lot of like degraded elastic stuck to it, so please excuse that. I'm definitely gonna like soak these in some dish soap and get this residue off because it's very sticky, which is like a natural thing for like dolls that are aged over time. Now I have to get her thing back in. And on the mannequin, so here's the mannequin, comes with like a little base, and then there's a necklace on it. And this necklace also came with the little paper doll that I got, so it's the same necklace. And this one looks like it's a little discolored almost. I don't know if you can tell on camera. And then she comes with this bracelet, and it's a cute little bracelet. It says XOXO all over it. Gossip Girl. And XOXO Hottiez. I'm definitely gonna like have to soak these accessories, except for the hat box because there's a sticker on it and I don't want that peeling off. And there's a huge accessory blister here. She comes with a lot of accessories, like that's a lot of accessories right there. And so looking at it, like I wouldn't be able to tell you like what some of these stuff are meant to be, but obviously like she has toothpaste and a toothbrush. I would say these are makeup compacts because they look like they open, so let's open those when I open this up. She has a cell phone, it's super cute. What is that? What is that? Is that like a, oh God. Is that a CD player? I think it's supposed to be a CD player, like a portable CD player, but it doesn't look like a portable CD player. And then there's like little jars here that probably hold like different like powders and like lotions and creams and whatnot. Maybe like a nail polish. It doesn't distinctly say what each thing is, but I'm assuming like they're supposed to be like cosmetics, obviously. And there's obviously like a lipstick here, and most of them have like a lip shaped topper, and then the compacts are also lip shaped. I love that consistency. I do wish maybe there was a little bit more distinction, but also you can be imaginative with your plain. I'm getting a lot of little doll cell phones lately, and I love it because they're not like the modern cell phones, obviously. And then, is this a CD player? Okay, so it just comes apart. I don't think I was meant to take it apart. It definitely gives like portable CD player, but also kind of like a George Foreman grill. And then we have her little compact, and in the compact, it looks like it opens. Oh, it's like a cute little like lip gloss or blush powder moment. Looks like there's two different shades, so it's like dual-sided. The shades are very similar, but they're different. And in the other palette, okay, we do have two different, very distinctly different shades. in there and the top just popped off. And then everything else is just like molded, so it's not like you can take the lid off or anything. There's a little lipstick, some very cute accessories. I would see that being like a really big appeal to a lot of kids at the time, is just wanting a bunch of these little accessories. Not that the dolls themselves could like, you know, sell as just being like, you know, they are gorgeous dolls, but I also think a lot of kids like to see like accessories and like different things that are like featured with the doll aside from the doll itself. And then we're gonna try to get our Dollykin out. All right, we have our Dollykin, and she actually has like a clip around her. So I don't know if it kind of looks like a hair clip, and it's shaped like flowers there. But here's the Dollykin. I love her. Like, I'm so excited to finally have a Dollykin. I also think like it's maybe to like, when you're designing the clothes and you put the clothes on the doll, like maybe you're supposed to like, you know, design it with that. How does she look with a hat? She kind of looks cute with the hat. She's kind of giving like Blossom. Yeah, here's my little Dollykin, and she does come with a stand for herself. Oh, whoa, that was heavy plastics. Whoa, this is a really heavy plastic piece, like. So this goes in here, and then the Dollykin gets clipped in her back like that. So you can stand your Dollykin, and you can be a fashion designer, because it's fashion, baby. This is really neat. I really love this, and I wish I had seen these as a kid, because I think I would have really enjoyed them. I love how there's an extra component here that mimics a mirror, and it kind of like adds to the playability factor. Like, you know, you have like this Chelsea flea market scenery, and then you have a mirror there. Like, you can do a bunch of different things, and there's also like mirrors on the side here, and like, you know, like little, looks like a little dresser there. I like that a lot. Okay. I went to peel the tape off, and then I didn't realize there was like a dead bug wedged on the tape, and I'm like, ugh, that grosses me out. I'm gonna have to like really wipe that down. Oh, it probably like got all over me. Ugh. Anyways, let's get the doll out. She's like the next up in the box. Also, something interesting I noticed, and yeah, a lot of the things, they have patent pending on the back. So this is patent pending 303, so I'm assuming that means March 2003 when the patent was pending for these dolls. I don't know if these are like final dolls or if these might be samples of the dolls. I don't know. Oh my goodness, this doll is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, here's Tahlia, and she is so pretty. Look at her. I love the face-ups, the screenings on these, and look at this outfit. Like, this is such a well-made piece. I love this style of top, and I love the pants. And the pockets, I think, are real. You know what? I think they're real if you, like, snip them open, but I'm not going to snip them open. I have no reason to. I have nothing to store in her pockets. And I love these details. One thing I will say is that her shoes, her skin tone obviously does not match. So I don't know, maybe, like, these were samples, or maybe that's how the final doll ended up. I'm not 100% sure. Something I really love is this braid with a ribbon in it. Like, it just looks so good. And I'm probably not going to do too much to her hair. It is polypropylene, unfortunately. And that's not surprising because my other ones had polypropylene. I might just try to like flat iron this a little bit. Like, obviously I'm going to wash it with dish soap. I'm going to condition it. And then I'll probably just try to like tame it a bit more. But I love this doll, and I love her sunglasses. I love her accessories. Like, look at this cute like little heart necklace. Does it say so? No, it's just like has little beads on it. She is just such a pretty doll. And I love the scarf moment. Like, it's giving. It's giving. Come on. I can see why these dolls are like insanely rare, is because they're gorgeous dolls. People obviously want them because the creator saw the demand for them and pulled them out of storage specifically to sell them. And we have our paper doll, and she has a whole other outfit on, and she has this really cute top here. I love this purple top. And then she has a cute little scarf moment, and then also this skirt. And I would dress her in it, but I kind of like her in this outfit for now. Maybe one day I'll redress, but I'll just keep this on this little paper doll for now. But it is a really cute piece. I really love that. And I love how they use like real like beads here. Like, that is just really impressive. And then obviously like this, like, I think it's like metal or either that or electroplated like belt buckle. And I'm really surprised like this pleather hasn't degraded. But I've noticed with some dolls, like the pleather has been really good on a lot of them. Like my off the hook dolls, their pleather has not really moved in the past 20 years, which is very impressive. And I love like there's like gold stitching in here. Like very nice detailed pieces. And I love these shoes. These are very much of that time. And you can probably find a lot of Bratz and My Scene with shoes similar to this. These already have the slits in the back, which makes sense. But yeah, the Dollykin, like one of the gimmicks to it is that you can take the head off and you can switch it between other Dollykins, which they show in a little demonstration picture right there. Oh, also she comes with a stand. And the thing when I first opened it was that the stand here was sticky, and I think it's just like tape. But the stand is the same as the other ones, but it's in a red color. So it's interesting. I have a bunch in like that silver color, but this is my first time getting one in a different color. I love the lip-shaped base. And the stands really are perfect for these dolls. Like it's like always perfectly matches up at the height, which I appreciate. And usually I don't like stands like this. It's like that Barbie-esque stand where it's like nothing holding the waist or anything, or nothing holding onto the shoes. It's just like freestanding like that. But I think it works really well for these dolls. But I'm really impressed. I'm really happy she's in my collection. I'm happy I unboxed her because I did find obviously like some like dust and, you know, grime, but that's normal with dolls that have been stored away for a long time. And, you know, I don't know the stored conditions of these, but I will say, like, if you're looking to get one, I think they're worth the price that they are now. Maybe if like you said 20 years ago that they'd be worth the prices that they are now, I'd be like, no, like, don't pay that price for it. But Sarah's been selling them for very decent prices considering the demand for them. And if you search up Hottiez on eBay, this is in the US, I don't know internationally, I'm so sorry. But in the US, if you search up Hottiez, she's like the only results that will come up. There's like a flyaway there. Only her listings will really pop up. Other listings may come out far and few in between. And the only way that I really got them before is that they weren't listed as Hottiez, I will say. My secret was that they were listed as Chic Boutique dolls because of the imprint on the back of their head. And I wish I had more accessories from these dolls so I could see if they all said patent pending on them, or if they were like, I don't know, if like maybe this one's a sample or something. I just don't have enough like pieces from the dolls that I already have, or from other dolls from this line. But yeah, now I have like a little Hottiez collection. Now I need a JC and I need Asiana if I want like at least a full lineup of the main characters. I don't think there were other characters that came out, and there were like a lot of things planned for this line. Like I believe it might have been Sarah who on Flickr, she posted like a whole portfolio of a bunch of canceled Hottiez lines and a bunch of the released ones as well. But I noticed there was a lot of things canceled and a lot of like play sets that were going to come out for this line. And I'm sad they didn't come out ultimately, but I guess maybe they just weren't as successful as expected. But here's my little Hottiez collection. I love these dolls, and I'm happy to be adding another one, plus the Dollykin into my collection. Like, adore it. I adore it so much. But yeah, if you're considering getting one, I say go for it. If you can financially be okay after you buy it and you can afford it, then yes, go for it 100%. I would say don't pay over $100 for these though. Like, it's not worth it. I mean, it's worth the money that you put into it, but I'm like, you know, let's not make the market value go up any more than it already has. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about the Hottiez dolls. If you had known about these back in the day, would you have bought them? Because for me, that is a very clear yes. I would have 100% bought these had I known about these back in the day. In 2003, I wasn't super into like Bratz or anything. The most dolls I had were Barbies and Disney princess dolls. And I wasn't like fully into Bratz at that point. So I may have like, you know, just missed these dolls, which is like, you know, a lot of people probably missed out on these dolls because everything else was just super popular at the time. But let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts about the Hottiez. And there's not much else to say, I feel. But yeah, maybe I'll do like a whole video dedicated to like a history of dolls from the 2000s. That's actually a dream of mine, and I think I'm gonna have to make that happen because I just mentioned it. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more doll content. Let me not make my dolls fall. And make sure to follow me on all socials at Lookin' Bratz, hold the G, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And visit lookinbratz.com. That is my pride and joy. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hey y'all, it's Post Edit Dom, and I have fixed up Miss Tahlia here, and as you can see, I gave her pigtails and I put them into twists just because I really wanted something. It kind of mimics her artwork a bit, and oh, her artwork's not here. Hold on. Okay, there's Tahlia's artwork, and I like the way that it's kind of pulled back in the front, but then it's kind of like, I can't tell if it's pigtails or if it's supposed to be just like voluminous hair. But I tried to mimic something like that because I really liked it, and I really love the way that the hair was braided with the ribbon, so I wanted to incorporate that by wrapping it around the pigtail, and I think it turned out really great. And it's a really nice way to tame the polypropylene without stressing myself out too much. And then with Kiara, I have left her hair as is. I was trying to experiment with some styles, but I think leaving it down for right now until maybe one day I might reroot her or something is the best option. But back to Tahlia, because she is the new one that I have purchased. I adore her, and she has so many accessories. So I figured out, and I think this was probably obvious, but I didn't figure it out until right now because I just was not thinking about it. But this part is for the dollykin, so you can sort of swap it with the dollykin. And I don't think I'm going to use it because I like the dollykin with the body form. And I put the scarf around her and I put the hat on, and I think she looks really cute. She also has her little clip there, and there's her little like CD player / George Foreman grill, and then the cell phone, the brush. I love these boots. They are just so cute. And then all of her other accessories. She comes with a lot of accessories, and that's not even counting the fact that she came with this bracelet that I put on Fiona. She has earrings, she has a necklace. She did have the other necklace, which I kind of lost. But I do have the necklace on that outfit back there that Sarah threw in with the order. So all is good. I'm fine without having an extra of that necklace, but if it pops up, it pops up. But I love this outfit. I love this scarf. I love her face up. This doll is just nearly perfect if it wasn't for the hair. But I think she's just such a stunning doll. I think they really all are stunning dolls. And I really want to add Asiana and KC to my collection at some point. But for now, I will settle with these three. I think they're so cute, and I'm so happy to finally have a dollykin. Also, I was watching the footage back, and I feel like I mentioned the dead bugs and like the dust a lot. It was really only like 1 or 2 bugs, and I feel like they were in the package, like it was hard to see except for the one that was on the tape. But I felt kind of bad that I mentioned it as much as I did because I didn't really mean to like go like mention it as much as I did. It was just something that in my head, like I do have OCD, so when I see things like that, it does bug me. Not to be like literal, but it does bug me a little bit. But I understand. I didn't want it to come off like a diss to Sarah, since she did sell it to me and she's selling them online. I doubt all the other ones have like bugs on them. It was probably just this one instance. This has happened to me before because when you're storing products that are new in the box and you don't know, like I don't know the storage conditions, but I know it's hard to store these things away, so they end up in storage units or they end up in garages. And, you know, as somebody who has had to store a lot of things like comic books and vinyl records away, like I understand that it's hard to keep bugs and dust and everything else away. So I hope that did not come off as any sort of diss or anything. Like it really just was like me like seeing it and being like, okay, that's gross, but I'll just wipe it off. I did wipe everything down. Everything is disinfected. There was no more like nothing was like dirty, nothing was moldy. It was just like those like little instances. And that is normal when you're collecting dolls that came out 20 years ago. So that is something to keep in mind if you ever experience that. Unless like the bug is alive and like, you know, like there's a mold on the doll and it's like super dirty. That's when I'd be like, okay, like there's more of a reason to complain. But if it's like a dead bug and you know the doll is old, like I think that is more normal, and I understand that struggle a little bit. So sorry for the rant. I just wanted to clarify like what I was thinking and feeling when I filmed that video, because I filmed this footage like 2 weeks ago and I'm like watching it today and I'm like, why did I mention it so much? But yeah, I'm gonna stop mentioning it now because I've just been talking about it for 2 minutes. This is my little post-it wrap-up of the Hottiez dolls. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, follow me on socials, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!